Welcome to Soccer As We Like It. We have another show today, another Ronaldo show, but we have UK fans involved who are United based, and they really want to talk about how this whole thing changed from Ronaldo bound to Man City to the son of United coming back to Old Trafford. What happened? How excited are United fans? We're here to discuss it. With us today, we have Richard representing the UK, Sammy, Houston Red Army. We have Joe, Houston Red Army, and Bems, Houston Red Army. Right, guys, I'm going to start with Richard, who's lived further out from us, so he will start and open the floor. Richard, when you heard he was Man City bound, what was going through your mind? Was it like, this can't be happening, or, oh, this is football, you're not surprised?
I was thinking that, look, this guy doesn't have a choice. You know, PSG have just signed Messi. They don't probably want to get anybody else until they sell Mbappe. There was no other clubs in Europe that really could afford him. Real Madrid have already said no. So where else is there for this guy to go and he can still compete and win trophies? Because at the end of the day, Ronaldo is about solidifying his legacy, winning trophies, winning silverware wherever he goes. So I was of the mindset, and I sent it to our United group. I said, look, as bad as it is him going to Manchester City, I don't blame him at the moment, because Man City are a very good project. They have Pep Guardiola. It makes sense for him to go there because United aren't going for him. You know, I heard that we'd been offered Ronaldo earlier in the summer, and we said no. Glazers said no. So what is he supposed to do? So from a footballing perspective, I said I understood. So I wasn't angry at him. I wasn't throwing abuse at him on Twitter, you know, like some people. I was like, look, he's still a legend to me, but I understand why he's going to Manchester City.
That is, you would have been on our Thursday show and joined me and Chris, who were the only people, Bems and the crew. Even Joe, I see Joe, you're smiling there because you know what you said. Bems, I see you smiling because these two, like, oh, this guy's a snake.
Wait a minute.
We'll come to that, Joe. Okay. Joe, hold your peace. We're coming to you. So, Richard, I was like that. That's in but I was saying, I would even take him going to Liverpool than going to Man City. I was at that point like, you know what? I feel sorry for the guy because Juventus when a club doesn't want you, what can you do? There's not, Bayern Munich don't want him. Barcelona, obviously, they have enough debt as it is. So there's literally no club. Does he sign for Everton and play in no European football? What does he do? Go back to Portugal? You see what I mean? He literally had no choices.
He had no choice. So it's very harsh for people to start throwing abuse at the guy because he had no choice.
He was destroyed. They destroyed that guy in just that one day. Sammy, I mean, you were in the mountains having a beautiful romantic holiday with your wife. So how did it go?
At the time I got to know about all this Christian and all the thing, that deal has been done. You know, it's signed. You know, he's gonna be with Manchester United, and it was pretty jubilant news for me. I was literally dancing in the middle of national parks, and people are watching at me. But again, that's the other thing. But so then I started going back to the chronological series, and then I found out the City was initially linked with him. So if I keep my emotions apart, I mean, I kind of like agree with you guys to some extent, but obviously he's a professional player. He wants to, put a legacy. He wants to win more trophy, maybe more Champions League trophies and, more Premier League. Maybe, I mean, obviously he wants to come back to UK and play for other time because he doesn't have any other choice. So City could be a potential option for him at that time when he was looking for other club because they have money to sign him. They can.
The Champions League every year guaranteed.
Good style. He can literally get into that mozo, and they can literally fit into that squad. And City has better potential than other clubs in UK to, compete for the Premier League title before Ronaldo joined United. Now I would say definitely United also kind of has potential to win the title. But anyway, that's a different thing. But so at that moment, maybe during that Wednesday and Thursday time, whatever, I don't know what's going on. Maybe at that time, it was more likely that he's going to join City because he's a professional player. He has to go play for something. But if I bring the emotion inside, if I think about his connection with United, so that's where the things get little complicated because United kind of gave him the platform. He got
6 years.
he became the world's most valuable, one of the greatest player in the world by playing for this club. Yeah, he joined Real Madrid, but if it would have been United, you never know what's going to happen. And also then Alex Ferguson, one of his biggest mentor in his career, he got involved. So in a nutshell, I would say that ironically, it was better. I mean, being a professional standpoint, it was better for him to join City. But when it become like at the end, it's not about money, it's not about fame. Sometimes it's also about where you want to play. I mean, why do you want to actually leave the mark? Like maybe he's going to retire very soon. Okay, so in that case, maybe he wants his kid to play for the Manchester United academy, not for the City academy. So if we combine all this season, at the end, I think it's better for him to play on the other side of Manchester rather than joining the Blue Brigade, because I don't think so. United, I mean, if Ronaldo would ever be considered as a City player. Even if you would have played for 1 year for City, you will still be the Red. And obviously, we are all happy that he's going back to United. He's joining us, and I would definitely say that. I understand he's a professional player, but he will give us that exposure, that kind of like strength that we can definitely go for title. So maybe it's not the thing that he just joined United for nothing. We have, so now we actually have a stamina. We have potential to win titles. So that is something. It's like he took the decision. He joined us. Maybe we have to pay him back by showing us that United is also capable of winning title. And maybe that this will be his last club before he retires. We never know.
We never know. Right.
The time will tell. But for now, I think the best decision for us fans, we are happy. Glazers will make a lot of money. Stocks went high, 8 to 10%, I guess, in last 24 hours. So yeah. I definitely I like this. So hopefully he will bring that good luck charm that was missing since Alex Ferguson left.
Okay, thank you, Sammy. Let me go to Joe. Joe, you were on the show on Thursday. You called him a snake. You called him.
Whoa! I did not use the S word.
It's on tape. It's on tape. This is not back in the day. I have to go look for tape. It's on YouTube. It's right there.
I think it's somebody posted on WhatsApp because I was going.
Ben, you're laughing because I'm coming to you.
I thought you guys were talking about.
Joe, you on Thursday called him a traitor. He did worse than what Brutus did to Julius Caesar, as in betrayal. So you said, how dare him? Blah. You went out there. Brems, I'm coming to you. As for Joe, you went out there. You said this guy has destroyed his legacy. That even if you had the shirt now, you will put a light. It was that bad. Joe, talk to me. Now the plane has changed course. I see your post on the back of your wall behind you.
Hey, the energy was warranted, man. Him going over to Manchester City, nah, that's biblical. That's some Cain and Abel shit right there, man. There's no way. Okay, so we're over here saying that he's a professional footballer, right?
Mm-hmm. That's first.
And we're supposed to, he's a footballer first, right? Are we okay? But we are not just Manchester United fans first. Why are we pretending like football is just a strictly, straight up type thing? It's a very religion. Emotional game.
It's a religion, man.
Wait, we didn't stop buying Cristiano Ronaldo shirts after he left. We are still singing his name as recently as when he came back here with Juventus.
True.
We love this guy, right? Yeah. And it feels like I guess maybe we thought the feeling was mutual. Like it should, we felt like, because we've seen some of our other players, our other legends that left, we see how it hurts them to see us in this position, right? And for him to initiate a chain of events that would keep us in the position that we're in, which is playing second fiddle to them noisy neighbors, that was the thing that was so hurtful, because he was, even though he was helping himself, right? And we're not talking about in the sense as he's playing for another team and he's in Old Trafford. He has to help himself. He has to help his other team. But like he was like helping our organization as a team to stay second place if he had gone to Manchester City. So my energy was always going to be, it was about that. Like he shouldn't, I don't care. Like there's no way. I still feel the same way. I still feel it. I changed because the plane changed. Yes, just like you said, the plane changed because like that would have been still unforgivable.
I
Like
get
seriously,
it.
unforgivable.
I agree with that. But
You know,
take the fans out of it. He has to earn a living. People are gonna say, "Oh, he's got that kind of. He's
Yeah,
already
but-
got money." But that's
yeah.
not the point.
Yeah, okay. So isn't that like saying, oh, the Glazers are really just trying to earn a living? So the Super League, you know, it is what it is. They're just trying to make some more money. It's like, what are we talking about here? Right? Have we forgiven the Glazers for what they tried to do?
No, we haven't.
Exactly, right? So like the attempt, it's like I get what you're trying to do, but for you to do that crosses the line.
Yes,
And
it was too close to home. I get it. So that's
Too
why I
close
threw
to
that
home.
conversation
It's the
in. Would you
backyard.
take it if he was going to Liverpool? You said, hell no.
Hell no. That's another
Liverpool
thing.
is
Those are
Liverpool
two
is 16
teams.
miles down the road on
There are
in East Lancashire, but
There-
City is like 30 minutes down the road. So
No, it's less. Liverpool's 30 minutes from Manchester, actually.
right, yeah, right.
And City's about 15 minutes.
50.
20,
So I
15,
said,
20
since
minutes.
it's Liverpool, would you guys accept him go to Liverpool?
Hell
They
no.
said no.
Hell no. Even worse. That was worse. That would have been worse. There are two teams. There are two teams right now for me. Like I'm not an old head, right? So I'm not into. I never really experienced the whole Leeds thing, right? So there are two teams, right? In the entire time that I have been a fan, I guess maybe it used to be Arsenal at some point, but
Oh yeah, the
I
90s.
wouldn't mind
Arsenal.
if he went to Arsenal. I wouldn't mind if he went to
Early
Arsenal.
2000.
Give him to Arsenal. Like go to Arsenal, get relegated. I don't
No,
know.
Some
but
people said they don't mind him going to
where would you
Chelsea.
expect him to go? He was offered to Manchester United. Initially, we said no because we'd signed
No.
Sancho and Varane. Where would you have expected this guy to go? He's got nowhere to go.
And play
What was-
Champions League football.
Okay, so what was the stipulations initially when he was offered to Manchester United? I'm willing to bet it
No,
was
the
more
Glazers-
expensive.
You got
Glazers
to
was
understand,
not
every
cheap.
time Ronaldo once left the club, even when he left Madrid, they still said United. Mourinho said, or whoever was manager said no. But you got to understand, United are in this. We're building a new project. We're grooming the academy players. That bullshit, which we've been building for the last 8 years, and we've still not won shit. But that is another discussion for another day. So I'm looking at it now microscopically. Ronaldo had no choice. No choice. Juventus said, listen, we want you out. It's like a landlord evicting a tenant, and the tenant has got no house to go.
On. Did Juventus really tell him we want
No,
you out?
I
or
don't-
was
I don't
him
think
that said
so.
he wanted to
It was
leave?
him that said it.
Want
not what I
him
heard.
off the
Wages.
wage bill. They want
The
him off the
wages.
wage bill.
I think the only
They
thing
wanted him off the wages.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the only thing Juventus stipulated was they wanted him, if he was going to leave, they wanted a transfer fee. And
That's what I heard,
City
too.
was not willing to pay that high of a transfer fee. So like we say Ronaldo wasn't even necessarily a City type of signing in the first place.
We know
They don't
that
spend that much money
at that
on an older
at
older
that
guy.
point,
With all that baggage. I mean, seriously though, with all that
City
baggage,
realized what they
was
were
that
getting.
really something that was going to happen?
It could have happened, bro. It could have happened. Bems, you are one of the culprits or the coup plotters from Thursday.
Ain't no
called-
coup.
Who called this? Your fellow coup plotter had just said he stands by what he said. Do you stand by the abuse you threw at Ronaldo on Thursday night?
I'll put it this way, right? Based on the information that I heard, based on the news that was being reported, I reacted to that
Yes.
news, and that my reaction to whatever I heard to the news
As a United fan.
was warranted. As a United fan, yes, it was warranted.
Warranted and appropriate.
Yes.
Joe, we
Yeah.
have left. We'll move your case on. Let's let her Bems.
But now that I'm getting some more like insight and information on what really happened. Seeing especially what Richard said, if you look at it from that standpoint, he has to he has to earn an income, and if there's the only club that was willing to do that was City. He has to go. He had no option. So in that sense, especially if it is true that he was offered to United, like, and United said no, then he had no choice. Like, he has to go somewhere. But as a fan, it still hurts to see.
Without a doubt,
It hurts
it
like
hurt.
to the bones.
Even though I
man.
didn't
the
agree with the
bone.
abuse, I
Man,
was
it
hurt.
hurts the bones, man. It hurts the bones, man.
Yes.
I mean, so it would have hurt even more. Like,
To
just
see him in a
it
blue
just,
shirt.
I think that would have just killed. It would have killed my season, man. It would have killed my season. I was like, you know what, forget it.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
watching Ronaldo, I mean, I
Yeah.
watch Ronaldo, man. So is in that guy. That guy was a beast. He's a football god. He's everything. He's what you want. Like, I mean,
At 30,
I'll put it this way. God just
still doing it.
God when you say God like makes perfection when he creates a human being, that's Cristiano Ronaldo. Perfection.
Yeah.
It's not about I mean, like,
Mama.
for me,
Nah, the guy is good. The
Like
guy,
that?
like when I mean
He's
best
good.
talent, he's the best. So I'm telling you, that would really, really hurt me. But then,
And a
hearing-
million other United fans worldwide.
oh yeah, but now
Yo.
hearing what like happened behind the scenes, and it looked like from what I'm getting, it looks like Ronaldo and George Mendes put that out there to get United to do something, because he's like, okay, look,
It's looking like
I
it.
really want to come back home, but y'all ain't doing anything. You're
Yeah.
telling me no. Okay, well, how about I go to the noisy neighbors down the
Yeah.
street and see what you're gonna say about it.
And you know what?
That got United to get on their feet and say, okay, you know what, we don't want that to happen. And also the players, like the ex-players, his ex-teammates were like, man, what's going on? And his football father, Fergie. Oh man. Thanks to Bruno, thanks to Fergie, thanks to Rio, thanks to
Dallo, whoever.
I appreciate you guys for what you did, man, for
Patrice Evra.
bringing ours
Yes.
home, man, bringing it
Chris
back
Evra,
home.
I spoke to him. Yeah.
Patrice,
It was
Patrice. Yo,
ooh, man.
Okay.
yo.
Now that
Patrice.
we've now that we've all agreed the plane changed course from empty hat, I call it empty hat, to Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Let's now talk of now he's arrived. The legend is back. I was just doing some research just about 5 hours ago of how impactful this guy was, because I remember driving from London 3 hours down the Richard. You know how busy M6 is from London going down M1 from London to Manchester on a match day. It's a killer. If you don't want to catch the train, when you're driving, you get to the Spaghetti Junction, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's a standstill.
Too busy.
You literally just stand there. You can't drive anywhere. You're just there.
Wow.
So I remember those days driving from London to Manchester to just because of the impact this guy made and the way he played. Right, it got you off your seat. You're like, once he got the funny thing was United just gave him the ball, and he sometimes I feel like, can you pass the ball to someone else than just keep giving it to Ronaldo? Scores kept finding Ronaldo, and this guy would draw them out, and he was just like you said, Bems. He was just a player we hadn't seen. He was one player we hadn't seen for a very long time. Even though, yes, he used to overstep his step, but as he got from 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, he just became something else.
Yeah.
The free kicks.
So
you know what, man?
2005, just want to tell you guys a story since you mentioned about the drive. So back in 2004, when at my home back in India, I got the first broadband network connection, internet.
Right.
And this site used to be very famous back in those days called Torrent Z. I think a lot of people, you guys heard about that. It was a site where you can actually download bulk videos. I remember my first 5 videos I downloaded, it was just Cristiano Ronaldo's dribbling. I mean, I don't have a chance to watch him live, but I remember that I used to spend hours in whole night just to download his dribbling skill videos, not downloading anything else. So, and then watch it for whole night. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys a story, how emotional it was.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I really want to say, man, I think we should give a lot of this credit to Fergie, man, because Fergie made it so that Ronaldo gets the ball. You guys do all the work, let Ronaldo finish it up. I forgot who I heard that from. I heard that from someone. I heard that from one of the players, one of the ex-players. It's like the goal was to make Ronaldo like achieve his potential, and that came from Fergie. That came from Fergie,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Also
Talk
helping United to
about-
get into that glory phase. Yeah. Go ahead,
Richard,
Talk
do you
about
remember
as a
when
manager.
Ruud van Nistelrooy used to get frustrated that Ronaldo over dribbles and doesn't send the crosses in? Then at one time he flipped and literally nearly assaulted Ronaldo during training.
Training, yeah.
Alex Ferguson's like,
Heard
you know
about
what?
that.
How and I think Ronaldo had just lost his father, and Ruud van Nistelrooy went there to start telling like, you know, cry baby, and
Go to your
mention
father.
something to like your father. And Alex Ferguson called Ruud van Nistelrooy into the office, gave him a telling off. And after that, it was never the same for Ruud van Nistelrooy. He was shipped out. So, wow, he was like, God damn, you are not going to spoil my plans I have for Rooney and Ronaldo to take this team to the next level. So you on your bike, son, you're out of there. Boom.
Talk about the greatest man managing call ever made by a manager.
Oh, yeah.
To
Ruud van
look
Nistelrooy
at-
was a deadly predator. Let's not
he's a
even go
de-
there.
and
That guy
was your man.
Yeah.
That was your bread and butter.
Yeah.
To look at him and look at the young kid coming up, it was like, yeah, I'm going with the young kid, holla, right? And then that kid then progresses to become the greatest footballer in human history. That's you
know what was
call.
Ruud
call.
van Nistelrooy said this. He said, once upon a time, when we were training, Cristiano said, I'm going to be one of the greatest footballers. He said, he looked at Ronaldo and said, yeah, that's just a small kid. Ronaldo was 19 at the time. He said, this is a small kid talking. He said, when he now played back the tape, he said, God damn, this guy was right all the time. He respects Ronaldo. And that was a man admitting, like, you know what, I was wrong to discard what this guy was saying as a kid, saying, I'm going to be one of the greatest footballers ever.
I'm going to tell you something. So I first saw Cristiano Ronaldo. I was at my friend's house in Manchester. He was playing for Sporting Lisbon. He played us in a friendly. Right?
Yes, that's
Cristiano Ronaldo. That day he tore us apart. That game.
Neville and Neville and Sylvester
and O'Shea. He tore us apart. He tore us apart that night. And my friends, you know, Nuruddin.
I know Nuruddin. Yeah, he was on the
United stand and stuff. Nuruddin was in the house with me. You can ask Nuruddin. Nuruddin and my other friend had an argument for 1 hour about this Cristiano Ronaldo. And I said, look, watch one day, this guy will be the best player in the world. Just watch. And then a week or two later, he joined Man United. I was at that game for his debut.
Yeah, I think
against Bolton.
When he came on, Old Trafford, the hairs on people's necks.
I remember that. I remember that against Bolton.
You know, because I forgot the lineup. I think Solskjaer was playing in that game.
Yes.
I forgot the other players who played in that game. We only remember Cristiano Ronaldo from that debut. And I kept on telling people from that day, look, watch out for this guy.
This was an 18-year-old taking on grown men, and he wasn't scared. The way he was playing, you would think he's been playing before for the team. His debut.
I think he beat us 3-1 or something, that the charity.
Everybody in the stadium was amazed. They came home from Old Trafford talking about this kid. And then he got a lot of pelters from the media saying he overdoes it with step overs and stuff. But I said, look, have patience.
Typical English media.
He's going to be good. So what Ronaldo does now, he comes back as literally like, you know, one of the football greats, or if not the football greats. People like Greenwood, people in the reserved, in the youth team, everybody, Sancho, these guys will look up to him because this guy will demand excellence from everybody else. He's going to raise everybody else's game. I watched a clip of the youth team today, actually. One of the players scored in the youth game. And when he scored, he done the Ronaldo celebration. Yeah. So this is the influence. This is the impact that this guy already. He done the Ronaldo celebration. Let me try and find it and send it.
Yeah, drop the link in the chat. Go on, Sammy.
Bruno's Instagram post. He posted something, you know, like a picture and pictures. So yeah, that's literally it's very inspirational.
The impact that this guy is going to have, not only on our first 11, but the younger players, because that it's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
You remember people like Rashford look up to him.
It's in the dugout,
When they interviewed Rashford recently, sorry, Sammy, I'll get you back in. When they interviewed Rashford about 2 seasons ago, they said, "Who's your greatest player of all time?" He said, "Ronaldo. He played for us. We watch him. We learn what he does and what he did. He was the ultimate guy." To now see him back there, these guys are gonna like, even just playing beside him and warming up beside him and seeing his training techniques, they will learn a lot. And like, damn, this guy's standard is high. I need to up my game. So he's going to also make the players up the game. Like, you know what? This guy's seen it, done it, been. And with Varane. So if you combine the two players, you have Varane and Champions League, the titles they won together, it's more than the Champions League they won together, more than what Man United have won as a whole club. So that says, look, Sammy, quickly, you were saying something.
Yeah, no, what I was saying that obviously Ronaldo's inclusion will be influential to young players, especially even if he just sit there in the dugout, even if he just, in the reserve bench, he's going to talk to people. He's going to try to motivate because he's the leader. He's not a legend. He's like a true leader, like he's gonna definitely motivate all the young guns we have. Especially people like Sancho. I mean, I know he's still a world-class player, but still he has a long way to go. So people like them can look up to him. Greenwood, I definitely believe that having him under our, in our team is definitely influential and it will be pivotal for us to get to the next level, which we have been stuck since Alex Ferguson left. I mean, we won trophies. We still considered to be like a mediocre mid-level teams. I know there are a lot of things on Ole right now because now the most hard thing for him to do is how he's going to manage and put a lineup. Okay,
that's where we're going next.
Yeah, we're going to get the next question. But the thing is like that, it still is going to help Ole because having somebody at 36 years old with tons of experience will also give him a lot of like a booster, and maybe Ronaldo will help you out to manage some, coach some of the stuff. Like you never know.
Right. Okay. Now, if you see Joe's background, out of every player who lined up in that 2008 Champions League final, he's the only one still playing. Out of every player in that picture, I was like, wow. Every player they had retired or gone into broadcasting or whatever, they've all retired. He's still playing actively at the highest level.
And he's not the youngest. He's not the youngest in that picture either. He's not the youngest, but
let me see who was younger than him.
Rooney's
no one
younger
else.
than him.
I think Rooney was younger.
Rooney's younger than him.
No, Rooney's younger than him by months. Yeah, that's true. You're very correct.
Because Rooney's what, October, November?
Yes. And
Ronaldo's February.
I mean, even the mere fact that he played 4 years.
Me and Rooney are pretty much the same. I think I'm just weeks older than Rooney. I think if I'm not mistaken.
Months, about 8 months. So Joe, you were saying something.
Even the mere fact that he played 4 years, 4 years with Ole, and now Ole is his manager, and he's still playing at the top level. He was the top scorer in. Everybody's talking about Lukaku. Cristiano scored more goals than Lukaku last season.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
he has basically the best striker in the Premier League right now. I mean,
we do.
I can comfortably say that. There's no. I mean, Kane is not better than him. Cristiano and Lukaku is not better than him.
There are levels and there are levels, bro.
It's just
Lukaku got more exposure because
that's crazy.
Milan won the top tier a long time.
When was the last time we could say that? Van Persie?
Yeah. But the thing is, you gotta get him the ball though. You gotta get Cristiano Ronaldo the ball though. He's not gonna score those goals if he doesn't get the service. So it's not just having Ronaldo. I know I'm the person that's always gonna bring everybody back down to earth. Yeah, but you still need some.
You need the service.
Yeah,
okay.
you still need
let's move forward now, guys. He's arrived. He's here. We're gonna build a team now. What impact on the pitch, not merchandise-wise, not motivational-wise, how does this team now revolve to the next level? Let me start with Richard.
It all depends on the coaching.
How do you see him with Pogba? How do you see him with Varane? How do you see him with Sancho? How does Ole fit him in to deliver success?
Well, with Ronaldo, you've got to fit him into any lineup. I don't think he's going to be playing in every game. I think Ole will rest him for, dead rubbers. For key games, he'll play him like in the really important games and then for the Champions League as well. But I think certain games, they'll say, look, maybe I'll give you a rest in this game. But my fear again with this guy is would Ollie know how to get the players to play around Ronaldo? Because Ronaldo's standards are so high, right? So he's going to expect that same level of standards from everybody else. But would Ollie know how to? I don't know. I sometimes think that Ronaldo is going to bully Ollie when it comes to training. Because he's not going to, I can't see him really listening to Ollie in training. You know, he's been around the best coaches. So I think he's going to be taking training sessions himself. So my fear for Ollie is that would Ollie, even though he's played with him, know how to handle Ronaldo's ego? And Chris, who's not on the show tonight, we was having a discussion, and we were saying, look, you know, this is a good thing because if Ollie doesn't, you know, kick on, he's going to be pushed out the door.
Yeah.
Because now we expect to win the title. It's no excuses of progress and all this kind of thing. We need to win something now. So with Ronaldo there, this is a very good thing. So I think that Ronaldo will be playing as a number 9. He'll still score a lot of goals. But the problem is Ollie. Ollie has got his work cut out with this guy.
Right.
And if it doesn't work, Ollie's out of the door, which for me is a win-win because another manager who is capable of getting the best out of the squad will come in.
Right. Okay. Let me go to Sammy.
One quick thing on top of that, not only is the team ready, we have with this team now, if we decide to sack Ole, we have the
platform.
Yeah, we have the platform to get the best managers out there. Because out of the managers that will become available, who would not want to manage this team right now? If Zidane's out there chilling in his couch and it looks like Ole is, you know, he's about to be seen the door, why wouldn't Zidane? Like this is a team Zidane could just walk into and just be like, do the business, you know? So
right.
Yeah.
Good point.
Okay, Sammy.
Well,
on the field, can you see how will Ole work this team to work with Ronaldo, with Pogba, with Bruno, with Varane, with whoever?
I think Ole got more than he had expected before the summer transfer window started.
Yeah.
So in that case, now it's pressure on him right now that how he's going to manage the star-studded lineup. And I'm going to use the star-studded lineup because now we have Pogba, we have Ronaldo, we have Sancho, we have Bruno, you know, like Varane, you know. So now it's the difficult job for Ole to manage this one. So he needs to keep his focus on that, you know, like again, he doesn't have to get into this ego clash with Ronaldo. He should avoid that, okay? Because we got him here for a reason, okay? Alex Ferguson talked to him for a reason because we all in the club, we want United to get to that level. We've been stuck there for a while, you know, just being a mediocre tag. So now Ole he's a club legend. He also knows what's our culture. So he has to get along with that. He needs to make sure that Cristiano Ronaldo will get ample time to get acclimated with the team. He also needs rest. He's not like a young horse anymore, but even if he's still fit, because his dedication and level is so high that he can literally play beyond 40 years, I feel like. But still, he has to use him, you know, interim. He has to like keep him for the important games and also build a team.
We lost you, Sammy.
You're muted.
Yeah. So or use him, either he builds a team surround Ronaldo, because we need to make sure that Cavani is still there. Okay, so we need to think about that. How's our formation would be? Okay, you cannot play Cavani like midfield or Bruno's position. He has to be on top. So if you really go for like a 4-2-3-1 formation, then obviously we have to keep Ronaldo in the Sancho's position. So that's formation thing is also a big thing right now for Ole to decide how he's gonna play. Wow. He has multiple players for the same position now, so he has bench strength, he has everything, and other managers, as you guys said, that will love to manage this team because we have everything at our Arsenal. I mean, not Arsenal team. I'm talking about our disposal.
Yeah, Arsenal asking weapons and armor.
So yeah, so even if we did not get a CDM, I don't think it's most unlikely we will get a CDM. If Bruno would pull some magic tomorrow, talk to Neves, maybe he will convince him, Agent right. Bruno. But other than that, whatever team we have, we can still compete, and we have to win title. Ole has negative excuses now. Before Ronaldo moved in, he has zero excuses because we got Sancho and Varane. Now after Ronaldo getting, he doesn't have anything to say that he does not get anything. He has to deliver. He has to win trophy, and needs to make sure that where all the key players will position. And the formation is very crucial right now. How he's going to line up his starting lineup, because as we know, McTominay will be out for like a few weeks, I guess. So in that case, maybe I guess this is a time for him to put Van de Beek in that position, or also maybe Pogba would play that CDM role for now since McTominay is gone. I really don't want Mattis to be there because Mattis does not fit in this lineup. We have a player like
it's not going to work.
Mattis and Cristiano Ronaldo.
He will get shouted on.
No, we don't want that. And as Richard mentioned, Cristiano Ronaldo always expect that a certain standard from the other players, otherwise it will be difficult. So that's the same thing, like Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't play all the time with Portugal because sometimes he can't get along with the other players, but they're not up to that standard. So we have to make sure that this Manchester United team does not turn out to be a Portugal team who failed to get success even if Ronaldo was playing for them.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
That's a good point.
That's my main point. So we need to make sure that other players are supporting, or we build a team around Cristiano Ronaldo, because he'll be obviously a MasterCard, and obviously he's the one who can get us to the next level. Maybe we can compete for Champions League because we have Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
Okay, thank you. Let me go to Joe. Joe, with Ronaldo now in the team, how does Ole play him? Does he play him on top? Does he come off the bench? Does he put Cavani first? How does Pogba work with Ronaldo? How does this all glue together? And the last question, does Ole have what it takes? I'll leave that question for Bems. Go on, Joe.
I mean, this was a make or break season for Ole, with or without Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Easy. Like, he had to before Ronaldo, if he didn't get a trophy this season, because this team is more than good enough for any decent manager to be able to get us through the finish line against some silverware. As far as getting him into the team, there's plenty of different options that he can use, right? I would just pretty much ask Ronaldo, hey, what's the best position you like to play at? Put him there, and then have the team work. Like, if Ole really wants to be successful with him, he needs to find a way to get the team to move around Ronaldo, because Ronaldo is going to attract a lot of attention, right? And the key to that, to be able to take advantage of that, is the movement of all the other players. I see somebody like Greenwood and Bruno, if they push forward, or Bruno, if he push forward, they will be able to get a lot of opportunities and a lot of goals, because defenders, you're going to see teams double teaming Ronaldo. Teams, and it's those games that we should be able to put teams away, because we in the front from Bruno, Pogba, Sancho, Ronaldo, Cavani,
Rashford, Martial.
Like, if Ronaldo is attracting defenses away from any one of those guys, we have plenty of guys that would have opportunities to score. So there is no reason why Ole shouldn't be able to be successful in this team. I mean, I would start him immediately, right? But Ole probably won't. I see Cristiano coming off the bench against Newcastle. He'll probably try. I really actually don't know, because this is a very curious situation for Ole, because Martial hasn't earned a starting position, not from his last couple of performances. Cavani, you would expect to be the one that start this game, but because of Ronaldo, like, who's more fit? So I'm guessing he's trying to hash that out right now. But Cavani has more experience with the team as far as like how we play. So, and Ole likes to play it safe. So I would imagine Cavani starts that game, because Cavani knows the system, right? It would be the exact same reason why he didn't start Varane and Sancho at first. So,
right. Okay. Bems. Ronaldo's in this team now. He's there. How does United play? How does Ole feature him? How does Ole play the team around? How does he mold the team? And does Ole have what it takes to technically make this team gel for Ronaldo to deliver?
Well, only time will tell. I mean, Ole has proven in the past that he makes the same mistakes. Ole has proven in the past that he's not really up to the task. But this situation right here is a big, huge problem that if he can solve, then he might have a chance being a United manager. But from what I've seen, from what I've seen in the past, I don't know how. I question how he's going to be able to to get the best out of this team, like with stars, especially with CR7 playing the team. In my opinion, I think you play CR7 at number 9. He's not a winger anymore. He's if you watch him play for Juventus, watch him play for the national team, he's not a winger anymore. He doesn't have the speed that he used to have. So his best position is number 9 up top. He comes to that team, you play him straight away, man. This is one of the best or the best ever.
So you're saying he's not. This is not a case of he needs to get used to the EPL.
Dude, I mean, how can well? I mean, just listen to that statement. Get used to the EPL. He, as a legend of the EPL already, he's just coming back. So what does it? I mean, he played through an era where
the physicality of it.
Come on, he knows this. He's coming back to just continue where he left off. So in my opinion, CR7 starts right in. As far as game time, I think he's trained already with Juventus. He's gonna play for Portugal in the international break. So he's gonna be fit. I mean, you play. The thing is, I'm worried about Cavani because Cavani's playing time is gonna be reduced. You don't buy Cristiano Ronaldo and put him in the bench and let him sit because Ronaldo himself is gonna want to play every game. He's gonna want to play every single game. And I mean, now, like what Richard said, how does Ole deal with Ronaldo's personality, his ego? How does Ole? That's gonna be a big tell. It's gonna really tell us the type of manager that Ole can be. If he can't handle it, it's gonna be. Just like what Richard said, man. If Ole can't get it to work, he's gonna be out the door. The club's gonna keep Ronaldo. Ole is gonna be gone. So you build a team around him. You have to get crosses into the box. I don't know with the team now. Like I've said before, yes, Ronaldo makes us better. He's gonna get the levels up from every other player. So you expect improvement on every other player on the pitch. But my thing is, without the midfield, because the midfield is still the weakest part of our team, how does Ronaldo get the ball? With Fred, McTominay, these guys aren't CDMs. They can't pass. They just run around, win the ball. But you need more than that. You need some creativity from these guys. You need, like, the CDM position is very, very important. You need someone that can pass between the lines. So that is my worry. So now, if Ole doesn't have the midfield, but you got a good team, you should still be able to get the team to go far. Yeah. I don't think we can win the league, but I think we could definitely win some trophies for sure. But how do you do that? So are you going to go through the wings? If you're going to go through the wings, Shaw's going on the left side. Wan-Bissaka's not going on the right side. So when I mean going through the wings, playing similar to like Liverpool, because they get their
get the crosses in.
Get the crosses in. So now, how it's going to be interesting to see how Ole sets us up tactically. In my opinion, CR7 plays up top. You can play then wings. You could play Greenwood. You play left wing will be Rashford, and then you could play Sancho on the right. Then obviously Bruno at number 10. Pogba in the middle, but then who's a CDM? Then obviously the back four takes care of itself, and then you have substitutions for each player. So it's going to be interesting to see how Ole sets his team up. But if we don't have the midfield, he has to show us tactically how you're going to get the ball to Ronaldo without having that midfield. It's going to be interesting.
Okay. Now, we've seen it. You've all said how you think Ole was set up. Has has the bar now been raised for expectations? Richard, what are you expecting from United now? Are you expecting to go for all titles? I mean, for the all 4 trophies, or is still, oh, well, win the Carling Cup, win the FA Cup, and top 4?
No. My expectation is that we go for the league or we go for the Champions League. Maybe both. With that team, yeah, that's my expectation. The reality is this coach good enough to deliver that? That's the biggest question mark. A more competent coach, somebody like Tuchel or somebody like Klopp, Pep, a good coach would definitely win the league or the Champions League with that team, definitely. Because Bems, you were saying that the midfield is weak, and I totally agree with you. But look, last season City won the league without a striker. The season before, Liverpool won the league. Their midfield's not great. If you look at their team on paper, it's not that good. It's just that they've got a great coach.
CDMs though, Richard. All those
they had CDMs, had Fabinho, but their team on paper it's not the best. It's just that their manager has a system. When you've got a coach that has a system and a style of play, then the rest becomes simple. Like Ferguson, he's won the league with Cleverly and a lot of bad players. Wes Brown, all right, he was okay, but these are not world beaters. But Ferguson managed to raise the levels for these players. So, Tim, going back to your question, I think that Ollie would have a lot of work cut out for him. He's got the tools available, but he's going to be able to utilize those tools. You can't have a nice Ferrari in your driveway if you've never even driven, if you don't know how to drive a car. And for me, Ollie doesn't know how to drive a car properly. I'm sorry.
Wow.
But he owns a Ferrari, but he doesn't know how to drive properly.
Wow.
So this is my thing. I don't think that Ollie is good enough, but maybe the individual brilliance will actually help him win some trophies.
Right.
Who knows?
Sammy, has the expectation gone higher? Have we gone from winning just a Carling Cup, FA Cup, to having to challenge for the title, win the title, and go to the Champions League as far as United can go? We got a very easy draw, literally the easiest draw in the Champions League, literally. They need to walk through that group 18 points flat, apart from Atalanta, okay, give or take. They should not mess up, honestly.
Yeah, we got a decent draw, and that is something also I missed over the week. So you know what, to be honest with you, obviously we have to raise the bar since we have Cristiano Ronaldo in the lineup. Come on, you can't just compete for winning Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Obviously, we still have to compete for the Premier League, but I feel like we should go for Champions League title right now, because given our consistency and our OLED strategy, I feel like maybe we would end up winning Champions League than winning Premier League, because Premier League, we are not consistent now. But obviously, we have to eye on both the title, Premier League and Champions League both. Right now, I don't care about whether we win Carling Cup or Carabao Cup or FA Cup. So we have to go for Premier League and Champions League both. However, we need to make sure that CDM position, whatever mentioned, I'm not getting into that. Maybe we won't get any CDM. So somebody, whether it's Fred or McTominay, has to play the role which Michael Carrick played back in 2007 and 8. That one of the best lineup we had in last couple of decades. Okay, somebody has to be that Michael Carrick, whether it's Fred or McTominay, it doesn't matter. Okay, we have Bruno, we have Sancho, we have Pogba. They can fit into the role. I'm trying to draw an analogy, because Cristiano Ronaldo, when he left, he actually played for that lineup. So I'm trying to draw an analogy. Somebody like Fred and McTominay has to be the Michael Carrick. We have Bruno and Pogba. They could be the Ryan Giggs or Scholes. And then we have Cristiano Ronaldo. Then we obviously have Cavani, other thing. So the reason I actually mentioned that, not to divert that, but I just feel like he's coming back. He will have expectation. Maybe on the back of his head, he wants to see some of those glimpses of the players whom he played when last time he played for us. So maybe that's why, Ole has to keep the things very simple. He needs to make sure that even if we don't have a proper CDM, Fred and McTominay to switch around, maybe we have to give more chance to Van de Beek this is the right time to play him. We have Cristiano Ronaldo. How much motivation that kid wants, like we have to give him more chance. Maybe he could be our makeshift CDM. There's a thing called makeshift. I think that is not in Ole's book. Sometimes you got to improvise.
He doesn't take risks. He's too cautious.
Yeah, that's also the thing. A coach, he needs to improvise sometime. When you are down 1 goal, you have to make substitution at the right time, and that's going to change the game totally. And Ole is lacking that. Now he has a reserve bench. Maybe last season he could have like whining about, I don't have a proper player, my bench was not strong enough. But now he has players, so he got to rotate, so he has more ammunition. Yeah, the one CDM position won't hurt a lot. Okay, there are other teams, they also won't title, like Richard mentioned about City and Liverpool. They won't title without a striker or proper midfield. So we have a quality world-class players, not in every position, but whatever we have, that's good enough for us to compete for Premier League and maybe go all out and win the Champions League, because we can use Varane and Cristiano Ronaldo experience, who won tons of Champions League in their career. So we can definitely utilize their experience to go for Champions League and maybe win the title. You never know.
Okay, let me go to Joe. Joe, as it is now, it was just Ole. We debated this a few weeks back, or I think last week, that 2 trophies, finish second, go quarterfinals in Champions League will be a great season. Now Ronaldo's joined. Has the bar been raised? What are the expectations now?
Okay, so with all of that, my thing, the thing that I'm afraid of is, yes, the ball has been raised, right? The ball has been raised to Champions League and the Premier League, right? But because Ole is so hungry for any kind of silverware, I think because, again, just like you said earlier, that he is too cautious, I think he might fuck around and play too strong of a team in some of these other cups, either the Carabao or the FA Cup, and not concentrate solely. Like, there's no reason at all why Ronaldo should play any of those cups. I don't want to see Ronaldo playing in the FA Cup unless it's the final. I don't want to see Ronaldo playing in the League Cup or in the Carabao Cup unless it's the final, right? And
not even the semis?
No, because we need to concentrate on the league and the Champions League. Because that's what he's going to need to do, right, to save his to keep his job. That's what he's going to have to do. To me, that's how high the ball. I mean, you have to. I mean, at least get to the final. Okay, maybe if he gets to the final of the Champions League, he might be able to save it with just that. But we need some silverware, and I'm not sure of Ole with the way, because those patterns are still going on. He's still having issues with team management. He manages pretty good, but I need him to step it up with the whole team management, as far as who comes in, who's going out, early substitutions. Give these guys time. Don't run these guys to the ground like he did last season with Bruno and Maguire, and especially with Rashford over there doing push-ups, looking like he's trying to come in for. He's looking over there like he's trying to come off the bench for Wolves. It's like he needs to calm down, and Ole needs to be that kind of manager to be like, I understand you want to come in and this is your idol. We signed your idol. You want to play with Ronaldo and all of that, but you need to heal up so that when you do, you can do something. You can contribute, not just be somebody on the team that's playing hurt. If he's not 100%, it doesn't matter without. You know what I mean? So if Rashford is not playing 100%, right, he might fuck around and Ronaldo be like, nah, you're not. I don't want to play with you. You know what I mean? And what would that do to Rashford?
Knock him down. So. Bems, has this bar gone higher?
Oh yeah.
In my last video, someone said the least United need to do is win the double, which is league and the trophy, league or FA Cup. Where do you stand here now? What do United now go for with Ronaldo in the team?
The bar has been raised. The thing is, I'm with Richard on this a little bit. I'm on Richard's side. Like, I would expect, a better manager will definitely go for these trophies. But I don't trust Ole is not good enough to do it. But I would also say I also say this though, even though the bar has been raised, like we're talking about like winning Champions League, you gotta to win the Champions League, you gotta go through PSG. You have to go through Chelsea. PSG is, I mean, that's a beast of a team. So win the Champions League is not going to be easy, even if we have Ronaldo. In my opinion, I don't see us win the Champions League. I'm just gonna be honest. Just gonna be true to myself. I just not, especially with Ole. I don't see it happening.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't shoot for it. Like, we should shoot for it. The same thing with the Premier League. But again, my issue with that team, like, I was sitting down here just thinking about it. Everything else in that team is good. But that
Apart
CDM
from-
position is just it worries me, because we've seen Fred McTominay play that position. They can't do the job.
No.
They
So
literally
okay,
cannot
let
do
me
the job.
let me stop you there for a minute. Say we play Matic, say occasionally in that CDM position. Does that help, or he's gonna slow the team down?
Yes. If we play Matic, yes, but Matic cannot play. Matic can't play 90 minutes every single game. I don't think he can, or he definitely can't play twice a week. So the issue for me here is that, a manager can do all they want with that team to try and win stuff, but it's like, but the middle of the park, right? The CDM position, I call that the quarterback position. So it's like, okay, you can be good down the wings. Your 10 is good. Your 9 is good. But the thing about it is that if that CDM position creates an issue, because who spreads the ball around? That's the position of the CDM. The CDM position is to, okay, you're to keep the ball ticking, keep the ball moving
from the defense to the attack.
You get the ball from defense, you keep it ticking to the
ball.
So if we don't have the link between Varane and Maguire and then Bruno or Sancho, like, if we don't have that link connected properly, it's gonna be hard, because all teams got to do right here is, right, they press McTominay, press Fred. Fred has a very horrible bad touch, I'll tell you that. And even Troy Deeney said it when Watford played us. Their game plan, get at Fred, is he has a bad first touch and he loses the ball. That's how we get at United, and it worked. So, like, we don't have that position. Worries me. It really big time, because when they get past the CDM, they're open on a Varane and a Maguire. Thank God we got Varane, but there's only so much Varane can do.
Right. True.
You still need the CDM. The CDM position not only keeps the ball ticking, right? The CDM position also, the DM also picks runners.
Yeah, which is very true. It's the vision.
It's very exactly. You see we watched Carrick play this role for years, man. Like, Keane, these guys did this job. Like, it was, and just like, I know City won the league without a false nine, and I know Liverpool don't really have like a great talented midfield, but guess what? All these teams that have won the league all had a good CDM, consistent CDM that kept the ball ticking, that protected the back four, that pick runners. I'm not asking for a world-class CDM.
Right.
All I'm asking is
someone better than what we have.
Someone better than what we have. Okay. Ruben Neves will be better than what we have, but someone better than what we have. So
right.
That's my word.
Let me say this. Let me say this, Ben. Now, we're about to come to the end of the show. Richard, as it stands now, visualize. Someone just joined us. It's a bit late, but okay. Who's this? Let's see. Anyway, as it stands now, what can United win, and what are United going to win?
Oof.
How many? I'm just going to ask you, how many trophies can you see United winning with this team now? Just the number of trophies.
I can't answer that question.
Okay.
Because of the manager. I
appreciate your honesty.
I can't answer the question. If the manager's not there, then I think we can win at least 1 or 2 trophies. But with Ollie being in charge, it's going to be difficult. But he's got a lot of individually brilliant players, so who knows? He can win something, but it's going to be difficult if he's the guy in charge in May.
Okay, Sammy, trophy-wise, what trophies are United going to win? What can they win with Ronaldo now?
Well, to be honest with you, realistically, I feel like we can win maybe a double, but it's not double means Premier League or Champions League. Maybe a Premier League or Champions League, either of that, or maybe either Carabao Cup or FA Cup. And worst case scenario, we may just end up winning Carabao Cup and FA Cup, and maybe just finishing second or third in PL, and maybe progress to third, quarter of Champions League, quarterfinal of Champions League. But I'm just hoping for a double. And worst case scenario, we may end up just winning Carabao Cup. Because the thing is, again, I'm going to cast my doubt on Ole's managerial skill. And he's not a proven manager to have a lineup like that we managed in the past. Okay, so that's why I'm still in dilemma. But maybe by Christmas things will be more clear. But at this moment, I could say we can still win double. I don't know which trophy would be, but maybe at least I can predict it will be either Champions League
they're definitely going to be silverware. That's a good.
or
Okay.
Carabao Cup or FA Cup. Yeah, but it
Okay.
will be at.
Thank you, Joe. Trophy-wise, what are United winning Ronaldo this season?
I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm looking. I'm gonna have to say, man.
Are
Man.
you there? Are you okay?
I'm trying to work a fine line between my superstition and just being able to give my true opinion about it. But I think we're fully capable of going for the league and the Champions League. Definitely the FA Cup. I think.
You're looking at a treble there.
Yo, okay. Wait, no, I'm not saying get all of them. I would say at least two of them.
Okay.
Like we're fully capable of getting at least two of them.
Okay.
So either two out of those three. Yeah.
All right.
I know.
Ben.
I'm insane. I'm fucking
Chris, welcome to the show.
Yes, Tim.
Right, Ben, let me quickly ask you, trophy-wise, what trophies with Ronaldo in this team now? What trophies can United win? Quickly talk to me because I got to ask Chris a few questions.
It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. With this manager, you don't trust that we would win the trophies with this manager. To be honest with you, man. But
even the Carabao Cup.
But I will say this: Ronaldo could help us win the Carabao Cup. Could help us win the FA Cup. But Carabao Cup has been City's trophy for years. So you're gonna have to take.
We have to break that dominance to start something.
You have to break that. So, in my opinion, the FA Cup seems more likely than anything else. Carabao Cup is possible. You have to go through City for that one. Champions League and Premier League ain't happening. Not with Ole.
Okay.
Not with
At
Ole.
least you're honest. Chris, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. You've been hiding from us. Chris is representing the UK. Chris, thank you, bro.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. A lot has happened. What the questions we've asked everybody, we're just going to hear your opinions. When you heard Ronaldo was going to City, were you thinking this happening or this is not happening?
It's funny that because to me, I didn't ever see him coming back to Man United. I thought as soon as he went to Real Madrid, that was it. He wasn't coming back. And then we had, I think it was, it might have been 2 days ago where we had the City story.
Yeah.
And I was sending messages to a few friends, and I remember there was one guy who was saying, "Oh, he's going to be hated by United fans," and I was telling him, like, if he's going to go there, you can't really blame him because look who we have in charge. Realistically, we're not going to be winning anything with Ole in charge. But to cut the long story short, it's a pleasant surprise. I'll say that. I was not expecting this at all. I spoke to Rich yesterday.
I saw you. I saw a few of your posts.
Gobsmacked.
So now that he's here, now that
really happy that he's there.
You're happy. You're glad he's back. Now that he's here,
yeah, they have
has
to get
the expectations
him.
risen for United? Have the expectations risen?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it, because Ronaldo comes with an aura, and you know what he's about. Ronaldo's about winning. He doesn't have time for second, third place, all this Ole we're improving, we got youngsters coming. None of that bollocks. That's finished. He needs, now's the time to win. Because CR7, he doesn't have time to waste. This guy wants to win like 40 trophies before he retires. He wants to make.
So he's not gonna be in the Ole thing. Well, we're going through transition. We're getting a better team. He's not for that.
No. There's no transition. No. We don't, with Cristiano Ronaldo there, wherever he goes, he needs to win. There's no time for transition. Transition talk is it's for clubs like Blackburn or Cardiff. It's not for Man United. You don't have time for transition. No. Now that he's there, he's the sheriff now. He's the boss. So really, what you're going to see now is he's going to have an influence in terms of how the team's going to go forward in terms of the strategies, the in-game management stuff. He's going to be the main boss when it comes to that. Ole's going to be sitting in the background.
On his monitor?
I said this earlier. I said Ronaldo could bully Ole in training.
Go on.
I'm telling you guys.
Finish, Chris. Finish.
Were you saying, sir?
No, finish what you're saying, Chris.
I'm being genuinely honest. He's not going to. Don't get me wrong. He played with him, but what will happen is, as the season goes on, you'll see that. Hold on a second. This guy's not up to the job. Personally, for me, I don't think Ole will last the season. I think someone could come in like Zidane or something like that. I don't think Ole is going to last the season. I'm being serious. To me, it's a blessing in disguise. CR7 is there because it means that Ole is going to leave. The door's going to be shown to him quicker. Because CR7 doesn't have time for games. He doesn't have time for this second or third. He's coming to win.
No, but Chris will have a point though. If let's say we're like 70 minutes into the game or 80 minutes into the game and Ole hasn't made a change, Cristiano is gonna be like, "Yeah, what's up, man? Make a freaking change." I can see that happening.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
and the thing is, he doesn't hide his emotions.
No,
he doesn't hide his emotions. He will let you know.
No.
He will let you know. So that's a big problem there for Ole right there. It's a huge problem. I'm telling you.
But Ole has to play him. Ole can't drop him. Ole can't
needed.
Do all that stuff. He's got to play.
He has to play.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question?
Definitely.
Yeah, go on, Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys think this is going to be a net positive or a net loss for Martial? Knowing the kind of mentality that's coming in,
yes,
and like the no-nonsense approach that Cristiano is bringing into the locker room right now is in complete opposition to the soft hands that we've been giving Martial over the last, with him going in and out as far as like his fitness and everything. He looks like he's getting a little bit of weight, okay, but how does that look? How do you guys think that's gonna?
My thing is, why does Martial get so much criticism, man? Why?
The expectations from him with the talent he has is expected to him to deliver better. I would say, to answer Joe's question, I think all these players will go back into the corners and like, God dang, this guy's here now. I have to personally up my game. I think in training, they're going to be looking at him like, dang, they're going home at 4:00. This guy's still there 5. They'll be trying to stay as long as he is staying, because end of the day, it's like everyone wants to be in his good books. Like, oh, I don't need to shout to me. I need to get I think it's a good thing, especially the young ones, that they will feel inspired. Like, dang, this guy 36 still has the motivation to wake up every morning and wants to give 110%. I think you'll see Martial will have to, like, Martial will have to, he will up his game, like, God dang, I got to get my shit. Pardon my language, I have to get my act together, quick time, big time, quickly, and in a hurry. So with Ronaldo coming there, I think most of those slackers, the Fred just passing balls, messing about at the back, even people like Wan-Bissaka will have to get that together. All that going down the line, not knowing to cross the ball left, right, all of that will going to all change.
Ronaldo won't tolerate that. He's come from Real Madrid and Juventus. He's been with a high caliber of players. When he comes to Man United, this is what he expects. When he left them successful. He was winning every season. Yeah. He comes to Man United, this is what he expects. He expects you to be on a high level up there.
Not doing
if you're not on that level, you're either gone you're gone, or somebody else will come in.
Yeah.
Simple as.
No, Ronaldo has a lot of pull because remember when Ancelotti got fired after winning Champions League, he went to the president like, "How dare you fire the guy who just won a Champions League?" Because the Perez has all sort of mad ideas. Perez is like those. Is like that. A science. What do you call it? Inventor who just mad scientist who just okay. Oh, I think this will work. I'm gonna mix this portion, make this will work. And in reality, it don't do that. But Ronaldo went to the office, sat him down, like, listen, the guy just won a Champions League. You fired him. He also complained when they got rid of Di Maria, who was supplying all the good balls. He complained about that. He tells you as is, like you're saying, Chris. Ronaldo don't have time to sit down and accept. No, he don't. He ain't about, like I said, he ain't about, okay, we're just gonna finish in the top 3. That's a good season. He's wanting this team, unfortunately, sadly, this team we're gonna have to double work to win a title because now they got no excuses now.
Okay, so I'll put it this way, right? If we do challenge for the title, right, or these trophies, the credit goes to Ronaldo. It doesn't go to Ole.
Oh
because
no!
Ole ain't doing it. No, I'm just
man.
no. It's
come on.
no. Joe, let's be fair. No, let's be fair. No. It is a fact. It is a fact because if you don't have Ronaldo in your team, you ain't winning no. You ain't winning no league title. You ain't winning nothing.
Yes, because, I totally understand that. I totally understand.
So then why are you
because you are a Ole outer. You've always been an Ole outer, and it seems like you're laying down the groundwork.
No.
At the end of the season,
but Joe,
you don't have to do your push-ups.
It is a fact. It's a fact.
Yo,
because Ole is proving it, man. It's the same manager, man. And I keep going back to Villarreal.
Let Ben finish quickly, Ben.
I keep going back to Villarreal final, man. The guy, you go through 100 freaking minutes without one freaking sub. Who the heck are you? Like, I mean, when I think, man, the thing pisses me off. I'm sorry, man. I mean, just a regular, like, I mean, just anyone would know that team needed changes.
Yes.
Like how the hell can you go and then you tell me that let's give him more time, more chances. After that bullshit, I'm sorry, man.
Okay,
no. You're like, it's okay.
It pisses me off. Like what else you want him to do?
Okay, so wait a minute,
Joe, quickly.
Okay, wait. The point that you are making, that is not what you initially made. You're making it sound like if he continued in the same abysmal decisions that he made at Villarreal, that I would still want him to, I would still give him a chance. No, the initial thing that you said that was if we did anything this season, it is solely because of Cristiano Ronaldo, just completely absolving anybody else. Does that mean if we fail epically, are you also going to give it to Cristiano?
Well, I'll put it this way.
Or you're going to give it to Ole?
Just like what Chris has said, just like what Tim has said, just like what Richie has said, right? Ronaldo brings excellence. He ain't got time for bullshit. So if the team fails, when this guy is a proven winner, he's done it at our club before, he's done it at Real Madrid, he's done it at Juventus, he's proven everywhere he goes, he does his thing.
His national team
comes here and we don't do well.
And that Portuguese team has no more than 4 great players, max.
You can't blame it on. It just tells you that Ole ain't nothing. Ole is just.
And I've said nothing. If we don't do anything this season, Ole should get the. But I've said if we don't do anything, Ole should get the sack.
Let me switch to Chris. The last question for you, Chris. Does Ole, in your point of view, have what it takes to build the winning team around Ronaldo to deliver? With Pogba there, with Bruno there, with Sancho there, does he have what it takes to make this team effectively good to win with Ronaldo?
No, I don't think he does.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he does. I think, to me, we've talked about these deficiencies. I look at the last game. Greenwood wasn't starting in a striking role. The midfield What's that all about? These are the same mistakes he's been making for the past couple of seasons. You would have thought that if he was a coach who looked at the strategies and the way in which he was implementing the play for the individual players on the pitch, the tactics or whatever, you would have thought that he would be somebody who would be learning from his mistakes, but he's doing the same mistakes time and time again. He doesn't know how to utilize a squad properly. Playing individuals in midfield who are not a match doesn't make any sense to me. He's not up to the job. He's not up to the job. You know this already. I've mentioned this many times. It's squeaky bum time for him. It really is. It's squeaky bum time for him. And the way it's going, personally for me, as I said, I don't see him lasting the season, simply because Ronaldo is there. Ronaldo will be on his ass literally every game. He'll be assessing him. He'll be seeing hold on a second, what's going on here? Why is he there? Why isn't he playing? I see him he's training well. He's doing this in training. Why isn't he playing? Hold on a second, you favoring him? That doesn't make any sense. What's happening here? I'm gonna go to speak to Alex. I mean, it's Ole has to be seriously concerned, even though for the whole squad it's a boost to have Ronaldo there, for the whole club. There's a magnetism about him. Like what Ben said, football god in the group that we're in. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
He just doesn't have it for me.
Chris,
he ain't the guy for me. He ain't the guy for me.
Question to Chris then. So does that mean if things stay the same way, like we keep playing McFred and Donny stays out of the team, obviously you already have given said that Cristiano Ronaldo is going to have this kind of influence in the team. So if things stay the same way, that means he saw it. He's probably seen. Does that mean he's seeing the same thing Ole's seeing?
Well, this is the thing. How long has Ole been there? He's been there for nearly 4 years now. Cristiano Ronaldo he will pick up on it straight away. This is the flaws of him as a coach, because if Cristiano Ronaldo is coming, he's just walked in, and he's already telling you this behind the scenes, then I mean, it doesn't look good for you as a coach, does it?
Yeah, I said it earlier on in the conversation, Chris, that Ollie's got his work cut out. I think he's not going to be able to handle Cristiano Ronaldo's personality. I don't think he will. That type of player, Ollie wouldn't know what to do with. I think Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be the one in training, taking part in those sessions, saying, look, hey, do this, do that to the other players. Ollie's going to be in the background, because Ollie, he strikes me as a weak-minded individual. Wow. He doesn't strike me as somebody that commands respect.
Wow. Oh, come on.
No, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. He calls players by their nicknames. He's too friendly with players. He thinks the players are his mates. Cristiano Ronaldo comes in there, he demands excellency. And if
Ronnie,
he's going to call him out.
Yeah, but you saw what happened last time. We had a manager that didn't call people by their nicknames. That wasn't a great manager. That was very strict.
No, you're comparing. You're going from one extreme to the next extreme. There's supposed to be a middle ground. Mourinho has a problem. Mourinho's a dictator and is a bully.
What about
Mourinho has an attitude problem.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So, and believe me, what he's doing in Roma, I give you 6 months. It's all gonna everything's gonna come out in the wash.
Mourinho's lost it. Mourinho's lost it, man. He's proven he's lost it. And I will say this though, I think if Ole really isn't a good coach, trust me, it will leak out.
It will everything come out in the wash.
Definitely.
Well, Chris, the last question I'm gonna ask everybody, gotta ask you, trophy wise this season, what trophies are United gonna get with Ronaldo in this team?
Oh man. That's tricky to answer.
Now, if you don't think the question has an answer, then like Chris, Richard, they said, like, bro, this question ain't got no answer to it. It's
I think that's a difficult one. I I hope so, but I can't see it under Ole. I
Wow.
genuinely cannot see it under Ole. The Man United will lift in the trophy under Ole. The Villarreal game, as Bems said, that was a golden opportunity which he failed in miserably. Forgetting the fact that he went to penalty shootout, he shouldn't ever have gone to penalty shootout. With the caliber of players that Man United had, with the amount of the price of the squad, of the lineup of the players that they had there, Man United are on a different stratosphere compared to Villarreal. It shouldn't have happened. I genuinely don't. I'll hope maybe the odd FA Cup or Carabao Cup, but again, I won't put a bet on it. No.
So, Ollie, so quick question: if Ollie wasn't to last, if Ollie was sacked, do you think we can win a major trophy with that team, with that squad?
Yeah, I think they can. That squad is able to win a major trophy, definitely. With the league coach, they can definitely win a trophy. Right. I do agree. Believe that.
Yeah.
Well, we have come to the end of the show, and we have got so many answers to so many questions, but there's so many things that have not been answered because we don't know the season. All we have is the greatest player of all time has just come back to his home. That's all we know. The manager who's currently there, we all know, does he have what it takes to deliver? We don't know yet. Some have said he might not deliver. Some have said he might deliver, but it still might come down to individual brilliances to deliver winning mentalities into this team. That would be where we are. But only time will tell. We have now to Christmas. Our next game is tomorrow against Wolves. I'm going to quickly ask your prediction, quickly, one after the other. Chris, tomorrow, Man United Wolves, away.
Oh, I'm really worried about this game. I've seen Wolves the last two games. They played really well. They've been very unfortunate to lose both games.
Yeah.
They've got a tactical coach there at the helm. Forget the fact that they lost the last two games, but they dominated the last two games. I think he will outclass Ole tactically. I think Ole has a chance of winning the game if he plays the right individuals in the right positions. But is he going to do this? I don't know. I'm swaying more towards a draw because I don't trust Ole with the lineup. If he starts Van der Beek in midfield with Matic and he plays the right individuals in the right positions, they can win the game. But with Ole's record, I don't have any faith in him. So I'm swinging more towards a draw in that game, and it's not going to be good because it's piling the pressure on him. He's under a huge microscope right now because of CR signing. They need to win before the international break. I personally don't think they're going to win tomorrow. I think it's a draw.
Bems, quickly. Tomorrow, Man United Wolves.
Just like what Chris said, if he picks the right lineup, I think we got a chance. If he doesn't, I don't see us winning that game. Wolves are much better than Southampton. And it's gonna, I mean, yeah, if he plays Donny and Matic, we got a chance. But tactically, just like what Chris said, Ole is definitely not going to be up to task, in my opinion. I have a feeling that game goes to a draw because Wolves have played well. Wolves have played well the first two games. They've just been very unlucky, man. They've had shots off target. Adama Traore has had chances to put away. If that guy could finish, I think they would have probably won one or two of those games, man.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, I think it's gonna be a draw.
Joe.
Yeah.
Man United Wolves tomorrow, quickly.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a draw.
Oh wow. Dang.
I want to be hopeful. As far as like picking the right players, I definitely would not pick Matic. Wolves a very fast counter-attacking team. I don't need Matic.
Matic and Donny played against them last game of the season last year, and we won.
Yes, and then I saw Matic play last game, so I don't want him back in the squad.
Combinations. Matic doesn't work with certain combinations.
Okay. So Joe,
is Donny being on the pitch gonna make Matic's legs set it back 10 years? What's going on?
But he proved it against Wolves last year.
So Joe, what are we going to say tomorrow's game?
I say maybe a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
If we
Okay.
win, great, because then we have the record. But
Right.
it's an international break weekend, so we don't have a great record for that.
Right. Richard, close us out. Predicted game for tomorrow, Man United Wolves. Your prediction last game was correct.
Yeah, I initially predicted a draw in my predictor app, but I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna go for a win because I'm hearing that he's thinking of playing Varane and Sancho. He's thinking about playing a strong lineup tomorrow. I don't think it's gonna be by a lot of goals. I think it's gonna be very tight. But I think individual brilliance, and there's a reoccurring theme here. I think individual brilliance will see us through. So I think we'll win.
Okay. Guys, you have heard it from the Man United fans. We have Richard representing UK, Chris representing UK, Joe and Ben representing the Houston Red Army. You've had it today. Right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you agree with the comments, drop your comments and you could debate with them online, offline. But United march on tomorrow to Wolves. Everyone has said 3 points, 1 point. We'll see after the game, our match reaction. From us, thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much, Richard, Joe, and Ben. Thank you very much. See you in our next video. From us is goodbye and good night. Glory, glory, Man United. See you guys in our next video.
Awesome,
Thank you, guys.
Right, man.